Welcome to the 1000 GM Player Profiles. I'm here with I am elect International Master elect. It says Fide Master, but he is an I am elect. Andy Austin Woodward. Welcome to the show. How's it feel to be here, Andy?
It feels great. I'm just ready to play and have fun.
Have you ever given an interview before?
No.
All right, it's your first interview. I'm excited about that. Well, you are quite a young talent. Can you tell everybody how old you are?
I'm 12,
Wow, and when's your birthday?
May 2nd.
Okay, so you just turned 12, so you're like barely
Yeah.
12. I saw the rating rise on your chart and I am absolutely impressed. Have you broken records?
Um, I don't think so.
Not yet, not yet. I
Not
think you might. I think you might. Can you tell everybody your current rating?
20 full 86,
Ah,
but it's like really inflated. So
oh, you think it's inflated?
yeah,
Okay, well, let,
yeah. My
let,
goal is to keep it and like keep playing good chess
that's great. Now, why do you think it's inflated? I'm just curious.
because like there weren't enough players, so they moved me to the IM section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
So you were
the
expecting to play higher level players,
yeah,
and they
but
moved you
then
down.
but then the next three tournaments I got GM section. So
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
mean, so you think that first tournament gave you confidence?
yeah,
Did you get any norms?
yeah. I got full norms.
You got a norm in each of the
Yeah,
events?
yeah.
Okay, how many round robin tournaments have you played in your life?
Probably about eight, I think.
Okay, and then you did you get any before those four?
I had one.
So you had
Um,
one already.
but it was from like open tournament. First place gets Iron title, then GM norm. Second place gets Iron norm. Third place gets Iron norm. So it was like
Oh, what
yeah.
is that? World Youth?
No, it was North American Junior under 20 in Charlotte.
Okay, great, great. Let's actually go right back to your beginnings. When did you start playing?
It started, so I learned to play chess in 2015 when I was 5 years old. Uh, I got a chess 6-in-1 game set, and chess was one of them. So I just started playing with myself by the windowsill.
Wow.
Um, and then I really liked it. And then I played my first tournament in 2017 when I was 7.
Okay.
And um, I got like 2.5 out of 4, but I lost to like a 200 and uh I beat like two 100s
All
and
right.
I drew like a 100, so
Okay.
I got fourth place with at this point I thought it was great. I got a chocolate bunny.
Oh, there you go.
It was Easter weekend, so
Okay. And did the chocolate bunny like really make you want to play more tournaments?
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, whatever it takes. So then, um, did you play for a while just for fun and then get serious at one point?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like I just played on Chess Kid for about like 1 year to get my rating to about 1300,
Okay, great.
and then I used Chess Kid to train until I
Okay,
got to 1300 level.
I gotta tell Fun Master Mike about you because he's a friend of mine. And do you know Fun Master Mike?
Yeah.
Have you met him now?
Um, I saw him in Charlotte, but I didn't meet him. So
Okay, if anybody doesn't know who Fun Master Mike is, he's one of the main chess kid commentators, and he's just an all around great journalist and chess enthusiast. So that's pretty awesome, Andy. And then, did you get a coach?
um, yeah. So my first coach was in like 2018, I think.
Oh,
When
that's great.
and his name was Baba Kuli Anakov. He's
Okay,
he's also from Texas, my state.
okay,
And then he had like a local chess club, so I'll take like group classes and stuff.
great, great. And
I did that for
were you? I want to. I'm curious about the classes. Were you the best kid in the classes?
no.
Oh, you weren't. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can keep going after that.
All right. And then in 2019, I got a second coach. I stopped the first one and got a new one. And I had two coaches in 2019, Mezgin Aminov
Okay,
and Rashad Babayev.
great, great.
Yeah. And then after that, I got my fourth coach in 2020, Malik Kachian.
Kachin,
He,
yeah,
yeah, he's local. I guess it's California stuff.
yeah.
He's California stuff.
Yeah, he lives in Los Angeles actually.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
so then who got you all these coaches?
Um, my mom.
Oh, your mom, your mom.
Yeah.
You wanna say anything to your mom?
Um, maybe.
Yeah, you want to just give her a little shout out.
Let's go, mom.
No, no, I mean to the camera so that she knows.
Oh,
Because she's gonna see the video after too. I know she's there, but
good job.
good job, mom. Awesome. Well, it sounds like your mom is a big impact on your chess life.
Yeah.
Is she the one that takes you to all the tournaments?
Uh-huh.
That's
Like she started taking me in I think actually just recently 2021
great.
when we started traveling.
Okay.
I just played in local tournaments until July of 2021.
In Texas.
Yeah.
And then July of 2021 you started traveling.
Yeah.
You started traveling for these norm tournaments or
Um,
some bigger open tournaments?
the well, I mean, the first one was like National Open in like
Oh,
Philadelphia International and World Open.
great.
And then
How did you like playing those giant events?
yeah, it's pretty good, especially because I was like really underrated and I could like jump a lot of rating.
Yeah, yeah. And did you find them fun or did you find them intimidating having
Yeah,
that many people?
it was fun because I got to play with like most of my friends were there and like
Oh, great.
I got to play against a lot of higher ratings and gain experience.
Great. Were you able to beat any titled players?
First round at National Open, I beat IM 2461.
Wow.
So yeah,
Nice.
at the time I was 2083.
Wow, that's a huge upset. Wow,
Yeah,
how
and
did that make you feel getting that kind of win?
great. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I got 4.5 out of 9 against like at least 200 points higher than me rating.
Wow.
Then
So wait, let's talk about the IM you played in that first round though. Were
mm,
you how did you know you were going to play him or did you play him meaning were you able to prepare for him?
yeah. So like I calculated pairings and I was able to prepare for about half of the day.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
just calculated the pairings,
Yeah.
using the rules of Swiss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not Swisses, but I just like the middle one, the one that I'm most likely to play, and like two above and two below that person. And
And then
then
did you just like look up their openings online
yeah, I
on
prepared against
ChessBase?
all five of them. So yeah,
That's awesome. And so then
yeah.
in the IMU beat, did you get the opening that you expected to get from him?
No, I had black and I prepared like E full, D full, C full, knight F3. And then he came to the game and played B3.
Oh wow! He went and played
Yeah,
Larson right away.
yeah,
That's interesting. And okay, and then you still won though as black.
yeah.
How did you adjust to being completely surprised out of the opening?
So out of the opening, I was a bit like disappointed because like I had done quite a bit of work and then found some novelties and then he plays B3. And so that like I guess I got a little bit disappointed, but it didn't affect my game.
Right, right,
Like just played my usual stuff against B3 and then got the Sintel and then
right.
um it felt great because I gave him a check on move 9, which made him move his king
Oh
on move
wow.
10. So yeah, that was nice, but
And
yeah, and then
was he just playing too fast, or he just underestimated you completely?
I think he was a bit relaxed.
Ah,
Like because like I'm sure he would play like his main openings if if it was like a serious game to him.
right, right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that gives you a leg up. Do you think that because you're young, um, you have an advantage on players that take you, don't take you seriously like that?
That can help, but usually not really because like I don't have much experience,
Hmm.
and all the other players have like even if their rating doesn't really matter, it's just their experience.
Right.
Like I haven't played many tournaments, so strong players.
How important is experience in chess?
Actually, like really important because that gives you time because then you know the classics and all those important games and opening ideas and all that stuff. So then it helps you surprise your opponents, and it like also um it helps them like for in games they have like a lot of knowledge, and so they can easily like um overpower your strength. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Do you think you're very smart? I think you're very smart. I can tell that you're incredibly smart, but what do you think of your intelligence?
Um I I I'm not I won't say I'm smart. I work hard and I try to be smart, and and I don't really know like if how to determine if I'm smart or not. But
Great.
I try to be.
That's a good answer. So then let's talk about the work that you do. You say you work hard.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Maybe just walk us through a typical day, how much you study, and what you're studying.
So on a typical day, like on a weekday, probably about 6 or 7 hours.
Wow.
I don't get too much because have to do other stuff like school and like activities,
Yeah.
like other activities. And then, but on weekdays, I usually only get like 3 or 4 hours. So
Makes
I
sense.
try to maintain my daily practice and keep my brain warmed up.
Even when you're going to school, you still
Yeah,
study 3 to 4 hours though.
yeah.
When
It,
do you find
it,
time?
I'm homeschooled,
Okay, great.
so it gives me a lot more time to do chess.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Yeah, but you
then,
still have to do all kinds of work anyway.
yeah.
So, do you do it in the morning, or do you have like a block of time in your homeschool schedule?
So usually, like, I wake up, I do chess for about 1 hour, and then at breakfast, and then do school, and
Okay.
then I usually finish school at about from like 11 from the time range of 11 to 1 or 2,
Hmm.
and then I do chess and other activities for the rest of the day. So,
Great, great. I mean, do you find at this point you're pretty young? What grade level schooling are you working on?
I'm going into seventh.
Okay, and do you find that easy?
Um, like elementary school was like really easy,
Uh huh.
but then it gets a lot more difficult because like I haven't done much science,
Okay.
studying science, but yeah, so that's probably my main weakness in school. But
Okay. But do you what level math are you doing?
um, I'm doing I'm gonna try to finish pre-algebra by the
Great.
end of the semester.
Great.
Yeah,
Oh, you'll do fine in science then. I have a degree in biology and I wasn't great at math, so you're way ahead of where I was.
that's
It just takes hard work, like you said. You'll
yeah.
do just fine. Okay, let's get back to the chess training. So, do you mainly work on, say, is there something specific that you like to work on the most? I guess.
Um, Definitely by far tactics.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
I
Yeah.
love tactics, all kinds of themes.
Great.
Uh, and then after that, probably calculation because
Okay.
it's like so it ties in with tactics.
Right. Right. Um, is there any book or course that you like? Tactical course or book?
Yeah, from like 2000 to 2200 rating. My favorite when I was like in that level, my favorite was Woodpecker Method.
Oh, okay. You are a Woodpecker Method kid. Okay,
Yeah,
that's great. I'm going
yeah.
through that with some of my young students. What
But
about that do you like?
um, I like it that the tactics they have like they have like specific. themes, and they tell you the theme for which kind of puzzles. So then you don't really have to work as hard as in the game to find the theme idea that it is a tactic,
Right.
but it's still like fun and like enjoyable. So
Do you like the fact that they come from real games, the puzzles?
yeah,
Have
yeah,
you?
all of them come from real games. That's
Yeah. If anybody in the audience doesn't know, the Woodpecker Method is a book, and then they've made it into a chessable course
mhm.
where you go over all of these different tactics and you do it in a long period of time, and then you do it in a shorter period of time, and then you do it in a shorter, and then all the way
Yeah,
down to 24 hours, right,
yeah.
through all the tactics. and
Uh-huh.
and by repetition, what does the repetition do, Andy?
It like helps you like keep daily trading for those puzzles so you can like get the themes and like have them ready for tournaments and like not like have any chance of forgetting them.
Yeah, have you used any of the tactical themes in a real game?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to think about,
Yeah.
but if you can.
Es- yeah, especially those like stock mate things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having those patterns really helps.
Mhm.
So, what do you think is next for your game then? You said you're underrated, but you clearly have an incredible amount of talent. Where do you think your main weakness is, and what are you working on to improve in that area?
My main weakness is probably converting advantages
Okay.
and defending like tough positions.
I, I recently asked some of my Facebook friends how if there's any books on converting advantages, and a grandmaster wrote me back and said, "Well, that's one of the hardest parts of chess." Do you find that to be true?
Yeah, at least for me because like I usually get like +5, +6 positions and then just make a really slowly like play inaccurately and then lose all the advantage and then ends in a draw. Or even I lose.
Yeah. And do you have a specific style? Are you an attacking player? Are you a positional player? Or what?
I'm a positional player.
Okay, and so your main opening repertoire is D4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And do you have any heroes? Any chess players that you look up to?
Um, I look up to Svetostal. I don't know how to pronounce it, but his name is Gligorich. Yeah, mainly because like he 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 cares about the game, like not only like the playing good part of the game, but also like the kindness and like um care for your opponents.
Oh, that's nice. And do you like that sportsmanship aspect of it?
Yeah.
What made you say that? I'm just curious. Like what makes you notice that kindness that he had?
Like in many tournaments after the game, he was like humble and like uh he didn't like speak proudly of himself and complimented other all of his opponents for playing good games. And yeah.
And we're talking about the Gilgorich, right?
Uh-huh.
Like the famous grandmaster.
Yeah.
How did you even find out about Gilgorich?
Mainly by his book.
Oh, you got it
Oh,
right there.
wait.
Let's see if we can get it.
I don't know.
It's kind
Wait.
of hard. Yeah, play
I
against
play
pieces.
against the pieces.
All right,
So
all right,
it's like so he doesn't care about who he's playing or like or anything like that. He
right.
just cares about playing good moves and good game.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you have any modern players that you look up to?
Um, I guess yeah, mainly like Jeffrey Xiong.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
Yeah, because he grew up where I live right now. So
Oh,
he goes to the chess club from time to time. So
have you met him?
yeah.
And have you played him
Yes.
in a real tournament or just an offhand game?
I played him in an online 60 G60 tournament
Okay, great.
uh organized by PNWCC. And then a long time ago when I was like 800, I played against him in a simul, a local simul. Yeah.
Awesome.
So he was like 26, 2700. Surprisingly, I stood against him for 5 hours.
Wow, did that inspire you?
Yeah, but
Um,
I lost, of course, but
right. How many people were playing in that simul?
maybe like 15, 20.
So you played for like 5 hours. You must have been
Yeah,
one of the last people finishing
yeah,
then.
I was the last posted by like one of,
Oh, wow. That's a
yeah,
really, really great feat. Wow.
yeah.
Are there any other moments in your young career that you really, uh, you know, tournaments that you've won or any moments that really are important to you?
I guess when I was 900, I won like a national tournament for under 1500. I was rated 900 and
Wow.
I finished with 7 out of 7.
Wow, that's fantastic. What tournament was that?
It was called Southwest Class.
Oh, the Southwest Class. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty big tournament. Let's move on to talk about your future a little bit.
Uh-huh.
What are your goals and what's your like main goal in chess?
Probably world champion.
Oh, let's go. Awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you think it's going to take to get there?
A lot of hard work and persistence and training. So,
Well, first, since you want to be world champion, do you think anybody can beat Magnus?
yes.
Oh, yes. Okay, who's going to beat him? Let's see if you can predict
Um,
it. It's okay. You can name a couple people so that, you
I
know.
really don't, I really don't like know for sure, but like you can tell by his games, he like really outplays people in positional games.
Mhm.
But then all of those top players, they still make mistakes in all kinds of positions. So in reality, anyone could beat them. So
Okay, and do you think it's going to be a young player that's going to beat Magnus, like Oli Reza or
maybe,
someone like
yeah,
that?
yeah, maybe because like this tournament, like candidates was not Alvarez's
Right,
tournament,
right. His
but like,
first time too, so.
yeah, and he's been playing good chess, and then um, I think once he lost his first loss, made him disappointed, and then he just kept losing, and it went downhill.
Yeah, his style is very attacking, so
Uh,
that can be a major negative.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Your goal is to become world champion, and I mean you're only going into seventh grade. Do you have any other goals for your life?
Um, not really, actually.
That's all right. I mean, it's the time to dream right now. You're at the right age. Okay, fantastic. So let's move on, Andy, to the fun portion of the interview, the
Okay.
rapid fire questions. Did you see any of these in the ones that
Um,
I recorded already?
I think I saw some of
Oh,
them.
so you
Yeah.
know some of the questions already. I'll try to throw in one you don't know. But I want to start with my favorite question. One of my
Okay.
good friends asked this anybody he meets, he asked this question.
Uh-huh.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Let's see.
You can name a couple too. You don't have to just choose one.
Maybe like Spider-Man,
Okay.
Iron Man. I don't
Okay.
really watch many Marvel movies.
Okay. Yeah, no,
So
that's fine.
I don't really know. Yeah.
Do you play any other games other than chess?
I don't play competitive other games, but yes, I play mostly like games with like a ball, like basketball or
Okay.
like baseball, ping pong, soccer.
So then, what's your favorite sport then?
Probably well, I guess chess, but other than chess, ping pong.
Okay. Okay. Ping pong. Have you seen any of like the really crazy ping pong matches online
Yeah.
where they're standing like 10 feet away from the table?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Do you want to be a ping pong champion also?
Um, it would feel nice. Maybe like not the champion. I just like playing it for fun.
Okay, and then next question. What's your favorite chess movie or TV show?
Um, maybe maybe like searching for Bobby Fischer.
Okay, great, great. You've seen that movie. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic movie. Okay, then this might be a hard question for you, but it's kind of fun. if you can pick anybody to play you in a movie, any actor or even anybody to play you, they don't even have to look like you. Who would you choose to play you in a movie?
Um,
You might not know many people, so you can choose anybody.
yeah.
You can choose
Um,
another chess player if you want.
Maybe like Gary Kasparov.
Yeah, you have Kasparov play you. There you go. That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea. Okay, that's excellent. Okay, let's see. Do I have any other surprising questions? Oh, what's your favorite candy?
Um, Maybe. I also don't eat much candy, so like because like well like a healthy family we eat
Oh,
healthy.
good. What's your favorite food
So
then? If you don't have to say candy if you don't like candy
okay.
that much.
Um I have quite a few. Maybe like I like seafood, but
Yeah.
probably dumplings.
Okay, great. Let's see. Do you like cats or dogs better?
Probably dogs,
And what's your favorite animal?
fish.
Fish. Do you have a
Yeah.
specific fish that you like the most?
Probably like beta.
Oh, beta fish. Oh, that's cool. Okay, great. All right. I think one more question though. Okay, and you might think this is silly, but you will have some fans now or in the future. So, what do you want to tell your fans?
Like never give up.
All right, that's a great message. Never give up, everybody. You heard it here. Andy tells you not to give up. I second that. And let's move on to our next segment. Let's check out one of Andy's best games here. So go ahead and share your screen when you're ready, Andy.
Okay, so this was my game that I just played recently, like a month ago,
Okay, and
and
who'd you play against?
Ivan Sredojevic,
All right, and where is he from? I don't really know
uh,
his name very well.
Serbia.
Serbia. Okay, he's a Serbian chess
Yeah.
player, and this was played online, correct?
It was in Serbia. It just says chess.com internet,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
But you did play this in person.
yeah,
Okay, great. And this game has special importance for you, doesn't it?
uh-huh,
And what's
yeah.
the importance of this game?
By winning this game, I got my IM title. So,
Fantastic. Yeah, and all they have to do now is ratify it at the FIDE
uh-huh,
Congress. So technically, you are an international master elect, even though it says FIDE Master. You are an international master elect. That's pretty amazing, especially at the age of 12. So let's see the game, Andy. I'm really excited.
okay. So this was a it was a Sicilian Alpine.
Yep, I see that. Yeah,
Um,
very nice.
but he played many things. He plays like um Nidal and like a move to G3,
Oh, wow.
close
Okay.
Sicilian type things.
Yeah.
But he decided to play Alpine,
Okay.
and then my prep went along this stuff, and then the main line heals knight f6,
Yeah.
but and then d4 knight c6
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But I don't really play that stuff very much. Because I just try to stay simple with knight c6,
Great.
like just playing like one or two lines, and then heal the main line is d4, and then
Okay, so he deviated from the main line as well.
yeah.
So
So
you played a sideline, and then he played a sideline on a sideline.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw he's been playing this line
Okay.
for quite a bit of time.
So you saw
And
that he was playing this line before the tournament.
yeah, so I tried to find a good way to refute it.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And then so I saw this. He played two lines bishop c4, which seems the most natural. I would go back. And then bishop e2. He played both of these also. So
Okay, so you were ready for both then.
yeah.
Wow.
And he played bishop e2, which made me kind of a little bit pleased because And I remember this was already slightly better for black
Wow.
because it allows black to come in with e5.
Oh, I see.
And
Very
then
nice. Very nice. And
yeah.
what's the significance of e5 there?
So the main point is you're trying to get an early start with e4,
Hmm.
and then if the main thing would be like d3 to stop it, but then you go like bishop d6, castles, castles, and you get like a really pleasant position.
Right, right. You have good scope and
Uh-huh.
no weaknesses at all.
Yeah.
Great.
And then but he prematurely castled, and then I took advantage of it and played e4.
Oh, so he lets you play e4 like right
Uh-huh.
away.
Yeah,
Had you seen this before the tournament or
yeah.
okay, so you already
I was looking at it in my preparation.
awesome, awesome.
And then here there was actually two moves. It doesn't look like it, but there was only two good moves.
Okay.
With one being knight e1
Right.
and the two being d4.
Oh, interesting.
So he's sacking the knight. If we take and then he's gonna take back, you go,
I
let's say you
see.
retreat anywhere, and then he can give you a check, and then he gets like this with double threaded D C and D6.
Right.
So and then you can't really do anything very much. Like if knight e7, then he's gonna go like knight b5 or something.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
And
So
you remember all this from your preparation, right? Great.
and then default you have to go bishop g4. It's like really crazy. And then he has to go like h3, and then you take f3. He goes bishop c4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's like nonsense, but it usually like goes into this end game. He'll takes, and then you take, and then it's like imbalanced.
Has this been played before?
No,
Or is this a computer line?
just computer. Yeah.
What computer, Leela or software?
Stock 15.
Okay, okay, just curious. Yeah, very interesting. Very nice, Andy. Good preparation.
Yeah. So knight e1, bishop d6, knight c4. So bishop d6 wasn't the best move. I like when I got to the game, I remembered my prep, and then once it came on the board, I forgot it.
That makes sense. There's a lot you're trying to remember here. Clearly.
To just go bishop e7. He goes d3, castle, takes, and then take on d1, and then get a slightly pleasant endgame
Oh, I see.
because of his knight on a3.
Yeah, the knight is very awkward.
Yeah. But I played this, which doesn't look too bad because like it's attacking this h2 pawn
Hmm.
and like some sort of things, and it's kind of unpleasant if he goes.
Even psychologically, that sometimes that's even the better thing to play because he
Yeah.
still has to think about what's happening here.
Yeah, so he'll, and then you can just tell by looking at the position that I'm already like have a really pleasant position. All like lined up on the full screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, so he tried to loosen up everything with d3, practically no choice, and then bishop e6. So I'm preventing his option to take because then I can take his queen and then remove his defender on c4.
Right, and lose
And
the
that,
knight there. Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah. So practically this is the only move, knight e3.
Okay.
But then I can protect my queen and hit h2 with a tempo.
Yeah, you win the tempo there. That's nice.
So he has to weaken himself with g3. During the game, I thought he could go f4, but then I could en passant, and then he takes with the knight, and then I just castle long, and I like go rook h e8, or even not just rook h e8, like g5, g4 stuff.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's like really, really pleasant. So he
Hmm.
had to go g3, and then I castled long, and then he really can't do anything um other than take on e4. Because if he doesn't, like probably the only sort of stuff that he would be able to do is like move his queen to like a4 or something. But then I was gonna like bishop h3, and then he would have to go back with this knight. Well, if he wants to save it, otherwise he's just lost. He would have to go back because otherwise d3 is lost, and then we can go. I think like queen e6 maybe, and then like all his pieces are just so bad.
Yeah.
And then he'll queen e7, and then queen a4. I was expecting this, but then I was gonna go bishop h3, knight g2, and knight takes e4. Or I thought my position was like really good because it's always these two pieces that just can't get out.
Yeah, those pieces are completely inactive.
Like his goal would move his knight and go bishop f4, but every time he moves his knight, I can take on c3.
Oh, nice, nice little tactic there. That's great.
Yeah, so he went to c2 instead, and then I went bishop h3. Also, he'll know I didn't want to I know it's probably still good to take on d1, but I didn't want to like give him a chance to like liquidate a lot of stuff, and it's probably like still like really good for me, but I didn't want to give him any chances.
Right, right. It would give him some psychological breathing room if anything.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I played bishop h3.
Mm-hmm.
He had his knight 3 g2 and knight 1 g2. By playing knight 1 g2, he's letting me like get all the position, and like I thought he could go heal, and then if I take go like bishop, I guess not in this moment, but like try to propel some sort of bishop f4 stuff.
Yeah.
Like knight d3 and go to f4. So
right, right.
He played knight 1 g2. I took on e4, and then he played bishop d3, which I did not think was the best. But it had reasoning. He was trying to get my bishop on h3 with a check along this diagonal.
Right.
So like that was his point of this. If I move my knight, I don't want to go to d6 because then he would go knight d5.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go f5, then he's gonna go f3. He's gonna get that.
Yeah, same situation. Yeah.
But still here, I could go knight e5.
Oh, interesting.
And then he could take on f5. If he takes on f5, I could take, and then f3.
Super complicated tactically. Wow. Really nice.
I played rook h e8, and then he played f3, making his idea of playing bishop f5 check when my knight moves. If I go knight d6, he still has knight d5.
Right.
And if I play knight f6, he has bishop f5. So I played, and I was considering sacking, but he just comes back. He takes.
Yeah.
He's coming back to defend.
Right. You don't want him to simplify there. Yeah.
So I play knight g5 with the idea that after check, I'm gonna go king b8.
Okay.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
If he takes, it might look a bit scary, but my knight, if he plays f4, it looks like my knight's gonna be trapped. But how does he get it? The only way is to go like queen f5 or something. But I can just go g6.
Right. Prevent that.
Yeah. So he played f4.
And then you'd have a quick h4, h5, h4.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Even g5 sort of thing.
Oh, even g5, yeah.
And then he played check. If I took, then he would probably take back with the queen and then go knight d5.
Yeah, that would be fine for white there, yeah.
And then so I went king b8. He played f4, and I played g6, which is like interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You told me this game wasn't so interesting before the interview, but wow, this is incredible. There's a lot happening in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, the idea of g6 is if he takes, then I takes, and then queen e2. Takes, and then his whole position is just like tied down. I can even heal. And then bishop b6 is on the way, and I'm just coming through.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah.
And did you see that in the game?
Yeah.
Before you played g6, of course.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw it when I played rook knight takes e4 heal.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's actually great to show the audience how far ahead you're looking in this position.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So I saw g6, and then I was thinking mainly he would take on h3, takes king h1, and try to trap my knight. But like, I don't really see how he could trap my knight. Maybe even f5, like consolidate the position, and then I can try to go like h5, something like that, h4.
Yeah, the pawn on f4 is really bad in this position.
Yeah,
Yeah, very interesting.
yeah. So after bishop, he went back after g6, trying to avoid all trades. But then I went knight e4, and now I'm like winning. I think he just can't do anything. His position is so bad.
Right, he spent so much time and he hasn't developed his queen side
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Even if he goes into the end game, then I'm going again c4 and bishop b6. Was practically already over. He went rook e1. I went back knight f6, and then he can't do anything, so he moved his knights, and then
I can't do anything, so he just moved. Oh, look at that! Queen sack. Let's go. Okay, how does this end here? Let's see
I
how.
mean, it just ended right here.
Oh,
He was,
okay,
but
he just can't do anything here.
yeah. So first things first, I can just take on d3 immediately right here.
Oh, right, because you're threatening rook f1.
Uh,
Wow.
mainly not just rook d3, but also let's say he played anything like I was thinking maybe like queen f2,
Okay.
and then I could even just go rook d e8, like because my threat is c4 and bishop b6.
Yeah, c4, bishop b6 again. That in this
Yeah,
position is just crushing.
yeah, and
Uh, and
he
he doesn't have time for b3 then.
yeah, he can't really do anything. Yeah, he can't even play b3 because I go c4 and bishop b6.
Oh, he still plays c4, bishop b. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Doesn't.
uh,
What about
yeah,
c4? What if he just plays c4? Then you just take on
knight
b3.
just knight b4.
Oh, knight b4. Yeah, and he loses the piece, right? Of
Yeah,
course. Very nice. Wow, what a nice little bind at the end. I think
yeah.
that's a very beautiful position. Something to be completely proud of. And what did you feel after you won this game?
I felt like really relieved because I knew this game was really important,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Did you know that you had a chance at your last norm
yeah,
before this? You did? Okay, and since you've achieved all of your IM norms, are you going to be looking to get some GM norms?
yes,
Excellent. Let's switch back over to the main screen. So go ahead and unshare. Because I think we're running out of time here. But you did prepare your favorite historical game. So tell everybody what that game is first before we wrap up.
it was Kasparov against Topalov, 1999.
Oh, yeah. I know that game. That's a great game. Tell everybody why you like that game so much.
Mainly because so it's like old theory, like not many games, like it's like almost refuted by engines, the line,
Yeah.
but it's like really interesting and like there are many sacrifices
Hmm.
and Black had a large king walk all the way down to e1.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that is one of the most interesting things about that game is that king
yeah,
walk.
yeah, and then White sacrificed Kasparov sacrificed like all of his pieces,
Right, right.
just taking a hanging rook on h8.
So
So
so you showed the queen sacrifice in your game and all the sacrifices in that game. Are sacrifices like some of the most exciting moves to play in chess?
yeah.
Why do you think you like them so much?
Mainly because it's like fun to play them because first of all, your opponent's reaction when you do it is kind of funny.
Yeah,
It like face like makes a weird face, um and then they start to realize that it was like a really good move. And
right.
yeah,
Awesome. And so, are you really excited to play the upcoming 1000 GM event?
yes.
Great.
Um, yeah, it's really amazing because like the free entry is like really nice and it saves quite a bit of money. And I just want to thank you for having them.
Well,
So
yeah, we think 1000 GM and everybody working hard for them. I'm working hard to get things going with them. So we
yeah,
hope that we can offer these tournaments. And are you going to make any predictions? Do you think you can get a GM, Norm?
I'm gonna try. I can't say anything about it, but I'm gonna try.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Andy, you got a really bright future ahead of you. I really appreciate you talking to me today. I mean, all your answers were great. Um, do you wanna do you want to say anything else before we go?
Not really. Just thank you, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome, and I wish you really, really good luck. And I can definitely tell we'll see more of you in the future.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.